Yo, what's up guys? Back here today with this chest workout. Of course it's still winter, so I'm coming in with the jumper on. So I'm just warming up here with this weight here. I'm not going too heavy yet, but I'm just making sure I get the blood in there, keep the body warm. And this is what we're doing to start. Doing incline dumbbell presses. And as some of you guys might know, it's quite hard to target specific regions of the chest, but we do our best. So here I'm trying not to arch my back too much on the bench as well when I lay down. So I'm trying to keep my back fairly flat on the bench. I know some people like to sort of arch their back when they're going a bit heavier, but I'm trying not to do that. So I really target the upper chest. You want to kind of try to point your elbows in a bit here. It doesn't really look like, it looks like I'm flaring my elbows out a bit. But if you think about pointing your elbows inwards slightly, not too much, but slightly, it can help really help target that chest a bit better. So I'm pushing through here a little bit heavier. Starting to get a pump, starting to get warm. That's what it's all about. So, I hope you guys are staying motivated, especially in the gym. You got to be self-disciplined. There are some days. I think this is one of those days where I sort of felt, tired. I had a long day, and I really didn't feel like going to the gym. But we have to do things that we usually don't feel like doing, and it all comes down to self-discipline. So, self-discipline is self-taught mostly. So for me, I used to race BMX. So in BMX is an individual sport, which is the best thing about it, because I was able to hold myself accountable for everything. So if I lost, it was my fault, and if I won, it was also my fault. So whatever happened, it was all down to me, because there wasn't really a team aspect to it. So you always need to hold yourself accountable. So if you're missing a day at the gym and you're not reaching your goals and getting where you want to be, it's all your fault. So you can't, there are outside, factors that you can't really control, but most of it you can control, especially if you live in a place like me where there's a gym at every corner and there's a grocery store at every corner which is selling healthy nutrients. There really is no excuse. So here, as you can see, actually here going a bit heavier. Getting back to it, guys. I don't know how heavy this is. I can't really see. I believe I went to 35 kilos though. Kilo dumbbells on this incline. Not crazy heavy, but I was feeling it, that's for sure. You can't go too heavy anyway, because of course you use, especially on the incline, if you go too heavy you end up using too much front delt. Of course we're using triceps as well, but as you can see there, I just put a plate under the bench, and my friend actually showed me this trick a while ago, and he said it helps with the decline. Some of the decline benches are way too hard to get the dumbbells onto and start, just to start pressing, because you have the part where you like lock your legs into, and it's way too hard to get the dumbbells up there. So it's a really good way. I didn't actually know this trick until he showed me, but this actually works really well, and it puts that bench on a decent decline. Makes it super difficult. It really targets that lower chest. And it doesn't really look like it's on too much of a decline, but let me tell you, it was burning. And I could really feel it on the lower chest. So I've been doing these quite often actually recently. So these are really good. Not going too heavy, but just making sure I really feel the movement. And decline is actually a lot harder to lift heavier as well. I can always lift heavier on the incline, and especially on the flat bench rather than decline. decline I can't usually go as heavy, just because I suppose the front delt plays a big factor in that as well. Third exercise, we're going on to the cable flies, or the machine flies, cable machine fly. I don't always use this machine. Sometimes I'll use the actual cable machine and grab the two cables either side. But this one works quite well, and just getting that really good contraction, controlling the weight. Went pretty heavy, but felt pretty good. Still getting a nice controlled weight, of course, and contracting, really squeezing. And this is also going to help, just stretch out the chest. Hits that inner chest as well. But it helps me stretch it out a bit. Just like in the middle of the workout, sometimes it's quite good to do that. I probably did about 3 sets of those. Incline, by the way, I probably would have done 5 sets of them, and probably 4 sets of decline. And here I probably would have done about 4 sets of these on this hammer machine here. Also more hitting that whole chest here, but really on the contraction it's right at the top of the chest. So really getting the squeeze at the top. So I don't go too heavy on this machine, but it feels pretty heavy to me. I think it's just the way the machine is positioned, especially. You sort of when you bring down the bar, it feels like you're putting a hell of a lot of tension on the lower chest, but then up top it's a real squeeze on the upper chest. Taking some weight off here. I think I did a drop set here, and this was a good workout as a whole. I got a good pump, and I'll upload a video, like a physique update video as well soon, where I do some flexing around. Probably after a workout, so I'll include it in the title of the video, plus physique update. And there you go, there's a drop set. Just finished off there with a good squeeze. And this here was my finisher exercise, the dips, and I believe I did 3 or 4 sets of these. And dips can be a great finisher exercise, but a great sort of mid-workout starting exercise as well, especially if you want to target that lower chest. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Peace out.